between the attacker's neck and upper arm. Then uses the weight of his body and gravity to force his opponent to the ground.
Balayage pamali relies on something called a flexion moment imparted to the neck to do damage. An average man's neck can withstand about a 140 foot-pound flexion moment. Beyond that, soft tissue and even vertebrae can be crushed. By bringing your weight down fast, this move could easily deliver twice that amount of force. And it wouldn't just end a fight. It could leave your opponent paralyzed or dead.
When you come in, I bring you down.
For the next several hours, we practiced the move.
So any movements that he has there, see this? This goes right away.
And you can bet it's a lot more fun to be on the giving end of that move than the receiving end.
Right? This is good.
Give him a pain.
Make him pain?
Give him pain. Give him that some more. Relax, relax. I'll show you to you.
Okay, he's gonna...
I'll show you to you.
Pull him in and go over the head
Yeah.
and underneath here.
Right, and you drop your knee.
Drop your knee.
Yeah.
Can you feel it? Okay. Yeah, he can feel it. So you're basically using a crank after the guy tries to grab you. It's like a reverse half Nelson. You got your elbow on the back of his neck. And once you apply pressure and put your knee down, you can basically break the guy's neck.
But our next move wouldn't be based in history. It would come very much from the present, a group of Special Forces soldiers on the front lines of the war against terrorism. Our next stop was Fort San Pedro, the oldest Spanish settlement in the Philippines. The Spanish ruled the Philippines for almost 450 years until they were defeated by American forces and local rebels schooled in the martial art called Eskrima.
Our mission was to learn those moves from Grandmaster Nick Elizar. Nick and his students are considered some of the finest stick fighters in the country.
Here. There's more of these, correct? In the sequence? Can we see the rest of them too?
That happened so fast I didn't even see what happened. Do it, just slow it down. Slow. We concentrated on just one of Nick's moves. It's called Pangilog, or the third strike. I like that.
That's good. You good?
From here, you can do that, and you pull his, what is it? Bang.
Oh, you get the stick out of his hand.
Yeah. You have to get
In the Pangilog, the Escrimador blocks his opponent's thrust,
stick is like this.
and then thrusts his own stick up and over his opponent's. He then wraps his baston under his opponent's arm. It drives him to the ground.
Push pressure down here.
There, he's vulnerable to any number of kill
Pull
shots.
him back, grab, and break his arm.
Break his arm.
Yeah.
With the elbow locked, the opponent's forearm becomes a lever and his elbow a fulcrum. Any force applied to his wrist is more than doubled by the mechanical advantage of leverage. By jerking hard on the arm, you can easily hyperextend the elbow. The same kind of injury that you'd sustain falling hard onto your outstretched arm.
Again, depends. Thrust, no, steady. Steady.
Steady.
Yeah, steady again. Forward. Yeah, thrust. Wait. Wait.
Hit myself in the
Wait.
head.
Wait, of your... Yeah. Step back, thrust, then run, then put it there, and pull me there. Yeah.
You know, it's taken a while, but finally I'm starting to feel a little comfortable with these sticks in my hand. It's really unnatural, but when you get used to it and you start moving the sticks and slide them around, learning moves like this, it starts to become second nature.
After disarming, you can finish your opponent. Ping. After grab, pass. So if he can defend, use your left hand to grab, and another pick and strike.
Oh, so he can come with a couple different angles. Let me try that.
Bang, see?
I like this move. It's quick, it's clean, and it's simple. It leaves you with a lot of options. It's an intense defense.
But we were still far from ready for our fight. So we headed to Manila to learn a move from some real modern-day warriors who are using Eskrima in the fight against terrorists. Home to more than 11 million people, Manila is the capital of the Philippines and one of the fastest-growing cities on Earth. Manila is also home to Fort Bonifacio, headquarters of the Philippine Marine Special Forces Unit and its innovative leader, Marine Corps Chief of Staff Colonel Natalio Acama.
Like many soldiers, about 80% of Filipinos today are Catholic. But the islands close to Indonesia and Malaysia have a significant Muslim population. Long before 9/11 and the U.S. War on Terror, Colonel Acama and his men were engaged in armed confrontations with militant Islamic factions from the southern island of Mindanao.
In 1994, these factions joined forces with another terrorist group and authored a spate of attacks that led to the death of several Western tourists and several hundred Filipinos.
What was the name of that terrorist group that you had the encounter with?
Here in the Philippines, we call it Abu Sayyaf, and others call it Al-Qaeda.
With Abu Sayyaf deeply entrenched in the jungles of Mindanao, traditional methods of engagement wouldn't work.
So in 1995, Colonel Acama turned to a lethal form of Eskrima known as Pukiti Tercia. In Pukiti Tercia, knife work is key. The knife of choice for Colonel Acama and his men is a broad, double-edged machete known as a bolo. With its deep curve and weighted tip, the bolo is useful for hacking through the jungle and has been used in the Philippines for hundreds of years. During World War II, Filipino guerrillas who failed their marksmanship test were given bolos instead of rifles.
There are times that you don't have time to pick up your rifle, you don't have the time to pick up your pistol, and it's too close, you can use your knife. And you must know how to use the knife.
With that simple tenet in mind, the Colonel's men show us what Pukiti Tercia is all about.
So that they're in the field and they come up against another man. They got a bolo. They're trained to run him down and kill him before he kills them. It's intense.
And one of Pukiti Tercia's most dangerous moves, whether it's practiced with a knife, a stick, or hand-to-hand, is palamut.
As the attacker moves in with his weapon hand, the Escrimador blocks the attack, then sidesteps to the left, and takes control of his opponent's arm at the elbow. He then throws 2 quick strikes to the arm and head. Just like that, it's lights out. By getting close, the opponent's neck is exposed. But because of the close range, the hand doesn't generate a huge amount of force. It's enough to stun, but probably not enough to cause severe injury. But replace the hand with a weapon, a stick or a knife, as you would in combat, and this could become a kill shot.
So the grip is inside on the soft piece of the tissue, and you want to grab as hard as you can. This is all about getting the guy in the most vulnerable position as possible. So it's footwork, vulnerable position, break, and then strike.
Bring that Spartan down.
Of course, these soldiers have a lot of other moves at their disposal too. And they kindly offer to demonstrate them on me.
Put him down. All the way up, elbow.
My hands is choking.
Yeah, it's choking.
Yes.
Are you okay?
For sure. Yeah, I'm good. When I was on the ground there and he had his hand across my Adam's apple and was cutting off my carotid arteries, I felt like I was about to go out, so I'm glad he got off as quick as he did. Damn, that hurt.
But we had more pain ahead. To prepare for our final fight, we plunge into the jungle camp of a Grand Master and learn centuries-old techniques that would take us to the very heart of Eskrima.